Have you ever found yourself bending over backward to please someone else, only to feel lost or empty inside? You're not alone. Many people struggle with the pressure to conform to the expectations of others, sacrificing their own happiness and mental well-being in the process. As Oscar Wilde once said, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." Think about your own life. Are you constantly reshaping your identity to fit in, neglecting your own needs, or feeling weighed down by the burden of others' expectations? It's a challenging situation, and it can leave you feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from who you truly are. Today we're diving into the critical principles that can help you reclaim your life, empower yourself, and cultivate meaningful relationships without losing sight of your own identity. Let's talk about the first lesson: don't reshape your life to fit others. Many people struggle with the pressure to conform to what others expect from them. When you try to change yourself to make others happy, it can leave you feeling confused and lost. Instead of being who you truly are, you might end up becoming a version of yourself that doesn't reflect your real feelings or interests. This often leads to frustration, unhappiness, and a lack of fulfillment in life. As the famous writer Oscar Wilde said, "Be yourself, everyone else has already taken." This quote reminds us that there's no one else quite like you. When you try to be someone you're not, you miss out on the chance to be authentic. Your unique traits and personality are what make you special, and it's important to embrace them. So how can you apply this lesson in your life? Start by identifying your true self. Take some time to think about what you really enjoy and what makes you happy. Reflect on your values and what's important to you. It can be helpful to write these things down so you can remind yourself of who you are. Setting boundaries is also crucial. Don't be afraid to say no to things that don't align with your true self. It's perfectly okay to prioritize your needs over someone else's expectations. Surround yourself with supportive people who appreciate you for who you are and encourage you to be yourself. Finally, practice self-acceptance. Celebrate your uniqueness. Rather than trying to fit in, take pride in what makes you different. Embrace your quirks and understand that they add value to your life. By following these steps, you can start living a life that reflects who you truly are. When you stop reshaping yourself for others, you'll find greater happiness and deeper connections in your relationships. Let's dive into the second lesson: don't sacrifice your mental health or happiness. It's common for people to put the needs of others above their own, often leading to burnout and frustration. When you prioritize someone else's happiness over your own, you can feel like you're losing a part of yourself. This not only affects your well-being, but can also strain your relationships, as you may become resentful or overwhelmed. As the author and speaker Brené Brown wisely stated, "You can't pour from an empty cup." This quote highlights how important it is to take care of yourself first. If you neglect your own mental health and happiness, you won't have the energy or strength to support others. Remember, your well-being is not a luxury, it's a necessity. To put this lesson into practice, start by recognizing the signs of stress or unhappiness in your life. Pay attention to how you feel when you're constantly trying to please others. It might be helpful to take breaks and engage in activities that recharge you, whether it's reading, exercising, or spending time in nature. Establishing clear boundaries is also key. Let others know what you can handle and when you need time for yourself. Surround yourself with people who respect those boundaries and support your need for self-care. Additionally, make self-care a regular part of your routine. Prioritize activities that bring you joy and help you unwind. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, meditating, or simply enjoying some quiet time, these moments are essential for maintaining your mental health. By focusing on your own happiness and well-being, you'll not only feel better but also be in a stronger position to help and support those around you. When you take care of yourself, you can build healthier relationships and live a more fulfilling life. Now, let's explore the third lesson: don't reveal everything about your past. It can be tempting to share your entire life story, especially with someone new or someone you care about. However, oversharing can leave you feeling vulnerable and exposed. When you open up too much too soon, you risk giving others information that they might use against you or judge you for. This can create unnecessary stress and can even damage your relationships. As the author and motivational speaker Maya Angelou said, "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." While this quote highlights the importance of sharing your experiences, it's also crucial to understand that not every story needs to be told to everyone. Your past is a part of your journey, and it should be shared selectively with those who have earned your trust and respect. To apply this lesson, Start by reflecting on which parts of your past you feel comfortable sharing and which ones you'd rather keep private. Consider the context of your relationship with the person you're talking to. Is it a casual acquaintance, a close friend, or a romantic partner? It's essential to gauge how much vulnerability is appropriate in each situation. Practice the art of storytelling by sharing only what is necessary and relevant. You can talk about lessons learned or experiences that shaped you without diving into every detail. This not only protects your emotional well-being, but also allows you to maintain a sense of mystery and personal boundaries. It's also important to trust your instincts. If something feels too personal to share, don't feel pressured to divulge it. The right people will respect your boundaries and understand that everyone has parts of their life they prefer to keep private. By being mindful of what you share, you can protect your emotional health while still forming meaningful connections with others. You'll find that sharing your story becomes more enriching when it's done thoughtfully and selectively, allowing you to build trust and intimacy without sacrificing your sense of self. Let's move on to the fourth lesson: don't agree simply to satisfy them. Many people struggle with the desire to please others, often saying yes when they really mean no. This habit can lead to resentment and frustration, as you might find yourself doing things you don't want to do. Over time, this can chip away at your happiness and leave you feeling like you're living someone else's life instead of your own. As the author and speaker Brené Brown puts it, daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others. This quote emphasizes the importance of valuing your own feelings and needs. It's okay to say no, and doing so is a vital part of self-respect and self-care. To practice this lesson, start by being more aware of your own feelings when someone makes a request. Ask yourself if it genuinely aligns with your interests and values. If it doesn't, it's okay to decline politely. You don't have to explain yourself extensively or make excuses. A simple "I can't do that right now" is enough. Consider the potential consequences of always saying yes. Think about how it impacts your well-being and whether it truly enhances your life. It's essential to understand that by prioritizing your needs, you create space for more authentic connections with others. You can also practice saying no in low-stakes situations to build your confidence. This can be as simple as declining an invitation you're not interested in or choosing not to take on extra work when you're already overwhelmed. The more you practice, the easier it will become to stand firm in your decisions. By learning to say no and set boundaries, you empower yourself to live life on your own terms. Remember, it's not just about pleasing others, it's about honoring your own needs and desires. When you embrace this lesson, you'll find greater satisfaction and happiness in your relationships and your life overall. Now let's talk about the fifth lesson: don't forget to celebrate small wins. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to overlook the small victories. Whether it's completing a task, reaching a personal goal, or simply getting through a tough day, these little moments are worth recognizing. Ignoring them can lead to feelings of inadequacy and discontent, as you might focus only on what still needs to be done, rather than appreciating what you've already accomplished. As the author and motivational speaker Zig Ziglar wisely said, "Success is the maximum utilization of the ability that you have." This quote reminds us that success isn't just about big achievements. It's also about making the most of every step you take, no matter how small. When you celebrate your progress, you reinforce your efforts and build momentum for future endeavors. To apply this lesson in your life, start by acknowledging your achievements, no matter how minor they may seem. Make it a habit to reflect on your day and recognize the things you did well. It could be finishing a project, making a difficult decision, or even taking time for self-care. Create a ritual for celebrating your wins. This could be as simple as treating yourself to your favorite snack, sharing your accomplishment with a friend, or taking a moment to appreciate your hard work. Celebrating doesn't have to be extravagant, it just needs to be meaningful to you. You might also consider keeping a gratitude journal or a success journal where you write down your small victories regularly. This can serve as a positive reminder of your progress and can help boost your motivation during tougher times. By taking the time to celebrate small wins, you foster a positive mindset that encourages growth and resilience. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a sign of progress. Embracing this lesson will help you cultivate a greater appreciation for your journey and maintain your motivation as you work toward your larger goals. Let's move on to the sixth lesson: stay true to your values. In a world filled with different opinions and pressures, it can be easy to lose sight of what truly matters to you. When you compromise your values to fit in or gain approval, you might find yourself feeling conflicted or unhappy. This internal struggle can lead to a lack of authenticity in your relationships and a sense of dissatisfaction in your life. As the motivational speaker and author Stephen Covey said, "The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities." This quote highlights the importance of being intentional about what you value. By making your values a priority, you ensure that your actions align with your beliefs, leading to a more fulfilling life. To practice this lesson, start by identifying your core values. What principles guide your decisions? It might be honesty, kindness, integrity, or something else entirely. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you and write them down. This will help you clarify your beliefs and serve as a reminder when faced with tough choices. Once you've established your values, look for ways to incorporate them into your daily life. Make decisions that reflect what you stand for, even if it means going against the grain or disappointing others. Surround yourself with people who respect your values and support you in living authentically. Additionally, be mindful of situations that challenge your values. When you find yourself in a dilemma, take a moment to pause and consider how your choices align with your principles. Trusting your instincts and staying true to your beliefs will help you navigate difficult situations with confidence. By committing to your values, you'll build a strong sense of self and develop deeper connections with others who appreciate you for who you truly are. Staying true to your values not only fosters authenticity but also creates a life that is aligned with your true self, leading to greater happiness and fulfillment. Now let's discuss the seventh lesson: cultivate independence. Relying too heavily on others can leave you feeling powerless and unsure of yourself. While it's important to have supportive relationships, depending solely on someone else for your happiness or decision-making can lead to disappointment and insecurity. When you cultivate your independence, you empower yourself to make choices that reflect your desires and needs. As the author and feminist icon Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." This powerful quote serves as a reminder that your self-worth is not determined by others. By fostering independence, you take control of your life and embrace your own strength and capabilities. To practice this lesson, start by identifying areas in your life where you may be overly reliant on others. It could be in your relationships, work, or even your daily routines. Reflect on how you can take small steps to become more self-sufficient. This might mean making decisions without seeking constant approval, or learning new skills that allow you to handle tasks independently. Encourage yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Try new activities or take on responsibilities that challenge you. This could involve pursuing a hobby, managing your finances, or tackling a project on your own. Each small step you take will build your confidence and strengthen your sense of independence. Additionally, set aside time for self-reflection. Ask yourself what you truly want in life and what brings you joy. By getting to know yourself better, you'll become more confident in making choices that align with your values and aspirations. Surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage your independence rather than stifling it. Healthy relationships are built on mutual support, not dependency. When you cultivate your independence, you create a foundation of self-trust that will allow you to navigate life's challenges with resilience and confidence. By embracing independence, you'll discover your own strengths and capabilities, leading to a more fulfilling and empowered life. Remember, you have the power to shape your own destiny, and cultivating independence is a crucial step in that journey. Now we are about to end the video. Now it is time to change your life, no matter how difficult it is to change. I will read each of your comment and feature one of the best comment in our channel. If you want a daily dose of unfiltered motivation, subscribe to our channel.